Oh, but he's back. He's the man behind the mask. And he's out of control. He's back. He's the man behind the mask. And he crawled out of his hole. I'm going to use this because I forgot the Blu-ray collection. We're going to use this. Same information on the back. So this one, I've been telling you who directs each one. So this one was directed by... Can't read it. So, really? Tom McLaughlin. I couldn't read the freaking where it said directed, but yeah, it was directed by Tom McLaughlin. When it comes to the Friday the 13th franchise, this one, it could be known as the boobieless one. There's no boobies, no butt cheeks, nothing. No, I want to apologize right now for the fan. It is hot as hell right now, so I have to have a fan on me. I'm wearing a t-shirt, by God, you know, for this, and I'm sweating my ass off, so I have to have a fan on me. So I apologize for the noise. You're gonna have to deal with it for the next few, unless it cools down. My air conditioner is shit right now. I mean, it works, but it's loud as hell, and I can't hear nothing, and I don't want to disturb my neighbors, because I live in a tiny-ass apartment. So we're going to have to deal with it this way, alright, folks? I have the windows open, it's not helping, it's barely a breeze. I'm looking outside, the trees are moving just a little bit, but nothing big. So, anyway, we're talking about Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Yes, the song I was singing was from Alice Cooper. He sings the song He's Back, the Man Behind the Mask. Another song of his is featured in the film Teenage Frankenstein. Is also the song, not the movie, but it's not a movie, but is there a teenage? Oh. So the song's playing in my head. To the review, not listen to the song in your head. Alright, so this is the first of all the Friday the 13th movies to have something that is common sense when you're opening a camp. Kids! It's the first one to have kids. There's actually kids going to camp in a Friday in a Friday the 13th movie. I'm dying over here. In a Friday the 13th movie. So let's start from the beginning as always. I don't know if this planet ignores what happens at the end of 5, because at the end of 5, I don't know if I mentioned this. Probably not. I keep forgetting to mention the freaking ending. I mentioned how Jason / Roy died, but I think I did. At the end of the 5th one, it was implied that Tommy becomes a new Jason. He sees, throughout the whole 5th film, he saw Jason everywhere. It wasn't a real Jason, but he saw it everywhere, and at the end he sees him again, and he turns evil. They show him wearing a Jason mask and having a knife. He's in a hospital. How did he get a knife? And how did the mask get there? I don't know. But, you know, he's like that. So this one picks up, ignores that ending, which I know, you know, people are saying, you know, I know that, like, oh, Jason wasn't in the 5th one. Yeah, he was. It just wasn't Jason. It looked like Jason. Of all the, they compared this to Halloween 3, alright? Halloween 3 had no Michael Trevor. But give props to Friday Part 5. They actually had at least an approximity of Jason. Someone who looked like Jason. Not just, you know, a different killer altogether. He actually dressed up like Jason Voorhees. He had the mannerisms. He was stabbing people. You know, it was basically Jason, for all intents and purposes. You didn't know it wasn't Jason until the end of the movie. If you watched it for the very first time, I'm pretty sure there were people out there, oh, I knew it wasn't Jason. Bullshit. You cannot sit there and tell me that the first time you saw Friday the 13th Part 5, if you didn't already know, if you sit there, you've never seen it before, you never heard anything about the movie, I didn't know. And I'm a smart motherfucker. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now. If you sit there, look me in the face, and tell me the first time you saw Friday the 13th, unless you were told beforehand, you did not, Friday the 13th Part 5, unless you were told beforehand, you did not know it wasn't Jason. I know it points, it teases you with Roy, the paramedic, Roy. But it doesn't tease you enough saying this is the guy, this is the guy, this is the guy. Just try to keep it relevant a little bit. You never know. I watched the thing on Monday, and I know for a fact it's not obvious. People say, oh, it's obvious he's the killer. No, it's not. Yes, he has that look. But I knew it was Roy because I'd seen it before. First time I saw it, I did not. I saw that look. You think, hey, he just saw a dead body. Yes, he's a paramedic, but it doesn't mean anything. What if it was his first job? They don't say that. It's a dead body. Whether you've seen one before or not, it's still going to be jarring. I've been to funerals before, and every time I go to a funeral, it still gets me. The dead body's laying there. It still gets me. You can't say it won't still get you. It's a dead body. So to say, oh, that right there tells you it's Roy. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Sort of, but not really. Because it could just be that he's looking at a dead body. It's completely jarring. I speak from experience. I've been to many funerals, and to this day, it still irks me to see a dead body laying there, especially someone who's my relative. Now, there's that, but why are we still talking about Part 5? Because I didn't get into this with the other one. We're getting into this now. This is a series. It's connected. So if I spill over to the next review, it's okay, because it's a continuous series. At least I'm keeping better continuity than this franchise. I'll tell you that much. Alright, now, what I'm trying to say is if you look me in the eye and tell me from the start, as soon as you saw, you knew through the whole movie it was Roy, and that it was never Jason, I'm going to call bullshit, because through your first watch, if you didn't already know, alright, take Sleepaway Camp, alright? I spoil movies, fuck it. Take Sleepaway Camp, alright? If you sat there and told me, you never seen Sleepaway Camp, you never heard about the twist, nothing. That's a dude. I'd slap you across the face and say, okay, I should rephrase it. If you sit there and tell me that the first time you watched Sleepaway Camp and you didn't know the twist, but you figured it out, bullshit. That twist is so tight. Sure, they try to give away here and there. And if you know the twist and you've watched it, it's very obvious. But if you don't know the twist and you never watched it before, once you know a twist in the movie, it's obvious. Like The Sixth Sense. He was dead all along. It's obvious once you know the twist. If you didn't know the twist, if you didn't know that was Roy, that it wasn't Jason, you wouldn't be able to figure it out. So, that's enough of me bitching. Let's go on to the review, shall we? So it starts, Tommy, like I said, it just eliminates the continuity of the last one, because Tommy is back in some group home, right? He's with Horshack from Welcome Back, Mr. Kacher, and, how do you do, I don't know how to do that. Nope. Not gonna do the laugh today. Whew. Anyway, so even though Jason has been dead for all this time, they've changed Crystal Lake to Forest Green now, which and Jason has a grave, even though in the last film we were told that he was cremated. Like I said, they're erasing the fifth film, basically. It doesn't exist. Basically, you go from Tommy killing Jason, and he still wants to make sure that Jason's dead. So, What's he doing? He digs up Jason's grave. And it's not enough to see his body there. He shoves a freaking... They're in a thunderstorm, by the way. What is it with this franchise and thunderstorms? Swear to God. Thunderstorm. He shoves this metal pole down through Jason. And I'll homage to Frankenstein away, because lightning strike the pole, Jason come back to life, kills Horshack. That was a little bit better. I would have loved if he got stabbed into the thing. Anyway, kills Horshack, and then goes after Tommy. Tommy gets away and tries to tell the sheriff. The sheriff is a dick, and tells him Jason Voorhees is dead, and all that stuff. They rename the Forest Green to get rid of that. He puts Tommy in jail. And he tells him, hey, no, this ain't right. You go to the gravesite. We dug up the grave. You'll see it's empty, but the gravedigger guy covered it up already. So when they get there, it's covered over, and the gravedigger guy won't, say anything, but he can be like, oh yeah, I had to recover that thing up. What's that? Al Bundy is the gravedigger? Oh yeah, I had to get up there and had to cover it back up, you know what I mean? I put Peg in there, It was empty, so I put Peg in, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, covered it up, doesn't say nothing, and then, so Jason's out there, he's killing people, right? Starts killing people, and these killings are getting the sheriff. The sheriff believes it's Tommy, because he takes Tommy, he takes him to the end of the town, or the city of town, and he tells him, you leave, you don't come back, right? Of course he doesn't leave, he turns back. But, Jason's killing people, and of course he blames Tommy. But the sheriff's daughter, Megan, has a soft spot for Tommy, and she knows that this can be him. She knows something is wrong. She believes Tommy in a way. And, Jason's doing this killing thing. There's a bunch. The kills aren't that memorable. There's only a couple I can remember offhand. I just watched the damn movie. One of them, because it's so stupid, is the three-headed kill, where he takes the machete and he kills 3 people who are doing a paintball thing. But it's a cutaway. Just it cuts away. MPAA tore this thing apart. We get a kill where they're on a Winnebago or an RV, and Jason. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Maybe not. Jason kills the woman. He pushes her head through the bathroom. That's kind of cool, even though that's not realistic. And then he kills the driver, and then the RV goes and topples over, and that's when I find out about the killings. And of course he plays Tommy. So and the only other one I remember offhand is the sheriff's kill, because he bends that motherfucker out, mess it like a pretzel. He bends him backward into himself, And that's kind of cool. But yeah, if you thought Jason was hard to kill before this movie, now he's an undead creature. Can't kill him. He's a zombie Jason, basically. So, how do they get rid of him? Well, Tommy lures him to the lake. Hey, Maggot Head. And he attaches this chain to his neck, straps him to the bottom of the lake, and he's stuck floating underneath the lake, which is where 7 picks up. Even though there's continuity errors in 7 as well, but we're getting to those when it starts. Is there anything else I need to talk about? There's another kill that kind of shook me up. Because they're trying to shy away from gore, but they show a bunch of blood. There's just one where Jason takes one of the camp counselors, shoves it through the window, and it cuts. But when the sheriff gets there, the whole room is just covered in blood. The entire room, like he tore her apart or something. It's real weird. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But yeah. So that's Friday the 13th, Part 6. Like I said, the music's good. It's got a good combination of humor and horror. I like that. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I like this movie. 9 out of 10. For Part 6. Is there anything else? Because I don't know if I forget anything. I'll put in the next review anyway. Jason is played by C.J. Graham in this one, I should say. No. But yeah, it was different going from, like, total boobage in Part 5 to nothing at all in Part 6. I could show my kid Part 6. There's no boobies, there's blood, but barely. You know, Part 6, 7, and 8, I could show my kid, and he would be fine with. 7 may have a little bit of nudity, and 8 has maybe a smidge. Other than that, you know, 6, 7, and 8 would be, you know, show my kid. Although, I will admit this. When I first watched Part 6 when I was younger, I think I was in middle school. 8th grade, maybe 9th grade, high school, when I watched it all the way for the first time. It still scared the shit out of me when Jason comes out of there. So, I can imagine what it would do for an 8-year-old. But anyway, I need to end this because it's probably getting a little long because of my rant at the beginning. I apologize. And I apologize for the fan, but it's hotter than hell. So, you have to deal with it, at least for the next 3 reviews. So, with that in mind, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on Friday the 13th, Part 6. And I'll see you next time.